Welcome back to the Welsh Show. Now, who have we got here?
Now, these cute little fellas, I'm not sure she's a fella. This is Sparkle and this is Rory, and they're two Welsh dragons that live in the Brecon Beacons.
What?
And they were dreamt up by a lad who I went to meet. It's a great story.
Okay, let's take a look.
Well, they say everybody's got a book in them, but I think some people find that book sooner than others. And I'm really pleased we're joined on the Welsh Show by Michael Thomas, who is the creator of Rory and Sparkle. So, Mike, Rory and Sparkle Go to the Match is actually written by you.
Yes, it is.
You're a published author at the grand old age of
14.
That's pretty impressive. Where did you get the idea?
Well, I was at the rugby and I thought of all the places I've been in Wales, which some kids actually haven't experienced, so I thought how better to tell them about it than through a book.
It's brilliant. So tell me basically what happens in the book. You've got Rory and Sparkle, who are the two dragons.
Yeah. So they wake up one morning and they don't know what to do today. So they decide to go to the match and they have an adventure watching Wales play England.
Now, dare I ask, when Wales play England in the book, who wins?
Wales win.
Of course, because if we could write the result, Wales would always win.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lovely idea, and I'm sure loads of people kind of think, I could probably write a story. How did it go from just being a kind of story that you wrote to actually in the form of a book?
Well, first I wrote it and I had my mum and my nan, they had a look over it for me to see if it was all right. And then my dad sent it to his friend, who actually knew an illustrator, and he drew us the sketches and stuff.
And that's what we've got here. Yeah. Aren't these fabulous? I mean, is this, when you wrote it, is that what the dragons looked like in your head?
Yeah, it did look like that. Pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, they're lovely. So they're quite friendly dragons, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're nice and round. And they get up to all sorts of mischievous things. And I particularly like the bit where I think it's Rory is cheering on, there we are, cheering on the Welsh, and he's breathing out fire.
Yeah.
Welsh dragon. Brilliant stuff. And so, you haven't just done the books, as we can see. We've got little cuddly Rorys and Sparkles as well.
Yeah.
So you can then act out your own Rory and Sparkle. So where can everybody get these from? They can buy them in shops?
Tesco's.
Brilliant. So who's your favourite, Rory or Sparkle?
I think Rory, my favourite. He just looks cooler.
He's the one that's a bit cheeky, isn't he?
Yeah.
Tell me about some of the things he gets up to in the book, because he's a bit of a cheeky dragon.
He doesn't know the national anthem, so he has to read it from a programme.
Right.
So he sits there looking a bit stupid while he's doing that. And he also sneaks up to hospitality.
Oh.
And sneaks into a box and starts eating all the burgers.
No.
And he also licks his lips when he sees the goat with the band coming in.
So the dragon in the Millennium Stadium wants to eat the goat,
Yeah.
the mascot for the Welsh Guards. Brilliant. Well done, Rory. And Sparkle, she's a bit more well-behaved, really, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's the one who worries about what Rory's getting up to.
Tries to keep him at bay.
Doesn't work though, really, does it? Well, it's a lovely story, it really is. I mean, do you think you'll ever write any more books?
Yes, I think I would. I just got to think of another idea then for them to go to. And then I'd probably get to write that.
Yeah. Rory and Sparkle can go and have lots of adventures all over the place. They could even go, I don't know, around the world. You can fly when you're a dragon, can't you? You can go where you like.
No stopping you.
No stopping you. Michael, it's been lovely to talk to you. Very best of luck with everything. We've got Rory and Sparkle, Cuddly's books, mugs and key rings. There's no excuse for not getting some Rory and Sparkle in your life.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
I'm sure I recognise that boy, you know.
He's a proper creative talent. You sure he's yours? I'm only kidding, I'm only kidding. Next up, we have a guest in the studio who's about to release her debut album. Before we chat to her, let's have a look at her in action.
Like a cloud full of rain shouldn't hang in the sky. Ice shouldn't burn or a bumblebee fly. If you feel so happy, then why do you cry? Oh, nothing but love makes sense. Like an ocean liner shouldn't float on the sea. A pearl in an oyster or a circus of fleas. Someone so perfect can't be falling for me. Oh, nothing but love
And here she is in the studio, Laura Jayne. Welcome to the Welsh Show.
Hello,
How are
thanks
you?
for having me.
Now, the album is out already, and this all started with you entering a talent competition, is that right?
Yep, the Welsh Factor.
The Welsh Factor.
Yes.
You've got a beautiful voice. How long have you known that you've been able to sing?
Oh gosh, since I was about 11, 12. I used to sing in my garden with a little acoustic guitar to my dog and the neighbours and things like that.
Did your dog appreciate it?
Yeah, I loved it. I used to fall asleep in the sun.
Oh. And so you went on the Welsh Factor. What's about that?
Well, it was the first competition I ever entered, and my sister pushed me to do it. I was really nervous, but I came second in the Porthcawl Welsh Factor, which I was really, chuffed about. I never thought I'd get that far. And then through that, I won Best Vocal Performance in Paul's studio, Music Wales. And I thought, well, instead of recording 2 songs, I thought I'd do an album, why not? And then you really liked me,
And it's resulted in songbook. You know, obviously, you're influenced by Eva Cassidy. There's a couple of Eva Cassidy songs on there, and your voice is a little bit similar to Eva Cassidy's. And and the album, the whole album itself, is a good mix of tracks. So there's some modern stuff and some other stuff.
I wanted to have a mixture because to please a good crowd really, a bit of old, bit of new. So
what sort of music do you listen to?
I listen to a bit of everything really, but my favourite artists is Eva Cassidy. I like Ed Sheeran, a bit of Shania Twain, Lady Antebellum, which I've sung on the album as well, one of their songs.
And what I do have to know is that your horse?
No, it's not my horse. I wish it was my horse. I hired him for 2 hours for £20.
Oh, surprise.
Yeah, and
He looks like he liked you a lot.
Yeah.
Did you sing to him as well?
No, I didn't sing to him, but I was a bit nervous because I had flip-flops on, and I was like,
The
oh, don't
horse is
stand
nervous
on
these
my
days.
feet now. But he was really well behaved, and his name's Excalibur the Fourth.
Oh, Excalibur the Fourth.
Yeah, Excalibur the Fourth.
Very important. And so, where do you see your career going after the album release?
Well, hopefully on stage with big lights. I mean, yeah, like what you do, Paul.
Sometimes.
Yeah, well, it's something like that, singing to big crowds of people, and just having a good fan base, really, and being well known around Swansea. That'd be really nice.
Oh, I nearly forgot, because you're coming on the St David's Day programme. We're doing a St David's Day show in Port Talbot.
Oh, lovely.
On St David's Day, myself from the Welsh Television Orchestra, and Laura's going to be a special guest on the show.
Very, very excited about that.
What are you going to be singing with Paul?
I'm singing What a Wonderful World.
Oh, nice.
So, I can't wait.
Brilliant.
Perfect for St David's Day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's just about all we've got time for this evening. But I tell you what, why don't we have Laura sing us out with Wonderful World?
Yeah, see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I see trees that are green, red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow, and they learn much more than I'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? But they're really saying, I love the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? But they're really saying, oh, I love you. I see trees that are green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
The Welsh Show is proudly sponsored by Waterstone Homes, built for life.